these attacks, Russia has sort of, in between those events, turned its sights on Poland. Russia has turned its sights on Poland in the meantime. But there's been a lot of things happening, um, one after the other. It's been a very quick month, quick week. A lot's been happening, let's just say. As you may know, there's a new naval sort of missile base. It's located near the Baltic Sea. It's part of the larger sort of Eastern European defense initiative. There's somewhere around here I have this like name for this defense. It's called the Aegis Shield. Um, so there's this permanent. This is actually really important. The first permanent U.S. missile base in Poland, and so Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on Thursday that the base in Redzikowo, that's the place where the missile base in Poland is located, near the Baltic coast, she said that it was another frankly provocative step in a series of deeply destabilizing actions by the Americans and their allies in the North Atlantic Alliance in the strategic sphere. They basically said, oh, hold on, you're building a missile base near us. This military missile base could be launching nukes at us. And in turn, we should be aiming nukes at Poland. Also, by the way, this missile base has become a primary target for us. It has become a high priority target for us to attack. So Russia basically did a weird, out of the blue, out of nowhere threat to just attack Poland because it has a new shiny missile base. I think I have a quote in here somewhere. So Maria Zakharova said, "This leads to undermining strategic stability, increasing strategic risks, and as a result, to an increase in the overall level of nuclear danger." See, so basically, you have a new, and of course, Poland responded to this whole thing. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. There's one more thing that Maria Zakharova said, and this is actually the really important thing. I've already said it, but I might as well quote her directly. She added that a strike on the base could be carried out using the latest military technology and that it was on a possible target list. And I'm pretty sure I read in some other source that she said that it was a high priority target on that possible list. So we've had a response of our Prime Minister Sikorski to this whole thing because it would be actually really weird for Poland not to respond to Russia's bizarro threat to attack it directly. It would be a pretty weird thing for Poland to be just like, just say nothing. So Poland did say something. Sikorski, Radosław Sikorski, commented by saying, and this is one thing that is very curious to me personally. Russia keeps making threats, nuclear threats, escalatory threats against Europe, US, etc. The only action-oriented thing that Russia does is escalating in Ukraine, but it also makes along the way a lot of threats to Poland and other types of countries. And with each threat that basically amounts to nothing. The only thing that results from that is Russia losing its sort of currency when it comes to the believability, the effect, the impact of its threats. The more of these sort of empty threats Russia makes, the less they mean, the less weight there is behind them. And to exemplify that, Radosław Sikorski's response to the whole shebang was nothing new. Russia has about 6,000 nuclear warheads, so it has enough to destroy the entire globe several times in a row. Poland's foreign ministry spokeswoman Paweł Wroński added that the base, which was opened on November 13 as part of a broader NATO missile shield, did not have nuclear missiles and that it was purely for defense, which is very important. It's not a offensive base. It is not for offensive capabilities. It's for defense. It's an anti-air, it's like anti-missile, it's supposed to be fighting against enemy missiles. It's not for launching into enemy territory. Or so is claimed. And of course, Poland says that it is a base that serves the purpose of defense, not attack. And, which is a very, of course, it's a rational conclusion to come to, which is the final conclusion made by Poland's foreign ministry spokesperson Paweł Wroński. Such threats will certainly serve as an argument to strengthen Poland's and NATO's air defenses and should also be considered by the United States. There you go. We have a timeline. Biden allows Ukraine to use long-range missiles, attacks in Russia. UK and France follow suit. Ukraine uses US missiles in Bryansk first, then UK missiles in Kursk. All good. And then we move in the timeline and Russia threatens Poland over its newly built, newly opened missile base near the coast of the Baltic Sea. Right? That's the timeline. Warning of nuclear escalation. Because of course, that was the threat. There we go. Moscow claims the US base in Poland raises nuclear threat. Is there any other... Oh, there we go. I have the full quote of... I have the full quote of the Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson. Given the nature and level of threats posed by such Western military facilities, the missile defense base in Poland has long been added to the list of priority targets for potential destruction, which, if necessary, can be executed with a wide range of advanced weapons, Zakharova said. Which basically says, yeah, we're gonna use our advanced missile technology to attack you, to destroy your base. Which, come on, attacking and destroying a Polish base would be attacking Poland. Ridiculous. A ridiculous threat to make, especially now of all times. But it's Russia. So it's Russia and we don't have to overthink it. We just have to look at what we have. We just have to look at the information that's at our disposal and make our own conclusions about what's happening.